Good morning. My name's Stephen Hatch. I'm a team lead in Keller Williams in Southeast Idaho. And I want to share with you a course that I'm on through some self-discovery. And I think it's going to be helpful to several of you as well. And I share this with two hopes. Number one, the things that I'm learning will help you. And then number two, what are you doing that can help the rest of us as well? Here's the discovery. The last year has been hard, emotionally, draining, right? We in different roles of leadership are the ones people come to. And we have to give of ourselves to strengthen them and help them and teach and train them so that they can cope with and achieve what their goals and ambitions are. The challenge is over time, if we don't refill our pot, so to say, our bucket, what do we have left to give? Well, I had an interesting discovery here, but as I started to get worn down, just give, all of a sudden I realized my bucket was empty and it became more difficult to give. I did what we do with the people we sit down with. I actually sat myself down and I had a self-interview. And I listed out the challenges I was going through, what I was feeling, and then started to listen to the advice I'd been giving and teaching and training. Why is it that we sometimes avoid that? We know how to fix other people's problems, but we don't always apply it to ourselves. So, just real quick, let's go back and just recap last year. The real estate industry shifted in a major way. When things are great, the little nuances of business and life tend to slide through a little bit more because we have enough good things happening. But as things start to get fractured and things get a little more challenging, all of a sudden the little things change a lot and become big issues in people's minds. And we made some changes to some fees that we're charging, and just dealing with that was draining. Anyway, issues at home. My dad was in the hospital last week with heart issues. I know each of us have had a laundry list of big, significant issues that just continue to pound on us and drain us. So I want to share a couple of things to start with, and depending on how this is received, I may share some more. Gary Keller teaches us a lot of great principles. The Keller Williams models and systems and tools are so fantastic in helping address these. But in a position of leadership, I want to focus on a couple of them that will help us specifically. And let me just give one example. An agent comes into your office in tears. I know all of you have Kleenexes on your box, on your desk, don't you? I do. And I cry with them. They cry. We go through boxes of tissues. But anyway, is your mindset when they leave, do you feel drained like, man, that cost me a lot of emotional energy to help them today? Or do you think, what a privilege it is for me to be in a role and responsibility that I could help them today? There's a big difference in that. Change the way you look at things and the things you look at change, right? Instead of thinking, man, I gave so much energy to that, I feel drained. Think of the privilege it is to be in that role and responsibility and have the tools, systems, resources, experience, knowledge, and wisdom to inspire and help them to get on their feet and to move forward. Instead of feeling like it's a giving, think of the opportunity. As you focus on the opportunity, it starts to change and becomes an energy giver instead of an energy sucker. That which we focus on expands, right? As we open ourselves up to the universe, so to say, we can draw into us higher levels of energy by giving more. It's how we look at it that gives us the response, right? There was a study done at Yale where they brought in a milkshake, kind of this healthy shake, and they wanted to study the effects that it had on people physically. And specifically, they were measuring ghrelin, which is a natural chemical the body releases to determine if you're full or not. It's kind of the indicator. So they pulled in a sample of students to come in, and they had this shake called Sensi Shake. It was 120 calories, no fat, no sugars. It didn't look very appealing. But they gave this shake to these students and then measured the ghrelin levels. And sure enough, the ghrelin was present, indicating that there was a level of fullness that came from it. They then did a second study with it's called like a decadence shake. And it was like 820 calories. It was ridiculous. It looked good. Didn't say anything about healthy on it, or didn't even claim the calories. You had to look at the small print. But they gave that shake to some other students and measured the ghrelin levels that it created. They were significantly higher, which would make sense. More calories, the levels of fullness would go up. Now, the interesting thing about this study is it was the same shake. And it was in the middle of the two in reality, meaning that the physical event did not create the physical conclusion of ghrelin levels. It was the expectation of what happened that created the change. Meaning, applying it to us. We in leadership, when we have an opportunity to help somebody who is struggling, do we look at it as a draining activity? Because if we do, what's going to happen? We're going to lose energy. If we look at it as a gift, an opportunity, a privilege, what's going to happen? Our energy levels are going to go up. That which we focus on expands. It is a privilege and an honor to be able to meet with these people, to strengthen them, to help them. How cool is it that they know when they have a problem, they know where to go? We should use that as an energy builder. So here's the first an idea. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. What are you doing to help fill your bucket? I'll be sharing some more things that I'm working on to increase that, but let's start with that today. I hope this is helpful to you. Look forward to your comments and your suggestions and what's working for you. So you guys are awesome, serious. Think about the privilege it is to be in this position of leadership at this time. These are the times that try men's souls, so to say. We have the opportunity to make an impact. Let's take that opportunity. Let's personally grow with it, and let's make this world better around us because we are here. Hope you guys have a great day.